Okay, we're going to the second section of NUOT training here. Before we go on, we'll just go ahead and review the last section that indicating the 10 things for new UFO to do. As you can see on the screen, open box process, 2-minute commercial, which we touched on last week. And this week, we're going to be talking about knowing your shop.com website and also your back office. And shopping annuity, we'll talk about a little bit the requirement on shopping annuity. And also next week, we'll help all the participants to create your name list. And that's very important. Without the name list, and you don't know who to approach. And then later on this training, we'll learn how to talk in themes because everybody's their needs are different. And so when we talk to people, we listen to what they talk about themselves. And we also, according to what their needs, will talk about different themes to attract them to look into shop.com. For example, some people like the product, and so we'll talk more in product. And some people, they like a job security, or they're looking for job security. So we'll talk about how can they use shop.com as a backup plan, okay? And then there are many themes. There's about like 12, 15 different themes that we can talk about, okay? And then later on in the section, in the weeks to come, we'll learn how to share the product, getting the basic knowledge of the product, how to share with people, how to collect testimonials, and to share people who see need. And then we learn how to show the plan and let people know how to leverage this particular business opportunity to make money and to have a residual income, and also how to leverage the GMTSS. There's a lot of training going on, and all these training are helping us to know more, to gain more knowledge, and also know a lot of experience from other people, other successful people that they have done the business. And lastly, we'll learn how to buy and sell tickets, and what's the importance of buying and sell tickets to bring your teammates to the trainings and to learn how to how to run the business and how to leverage the experience of the successful people. So that's what our objective is. Okay, now we'll just jump to, we talk about 2-minute commercial, and we jump to the second section, which is talking about how to get to know your shop.com website and your back office, and what is shopping annuity. There's a lot of slides, and hopefully that you can write some notes. At the end of the session, we'll have a Q&A section, and so if any of the point that we talk about, you have confusion or you have question, we can go back to this PowerPoint and take a look at it, okay? The first thing we need to know is that knowing your shop.com site. As you know, because every one of you has already got into the business, and so you have a website, and hopefully that you set up your website, okay? And so once you set up your website, you got a unique address, which is shop.com, hk.shop.com/ your name, whatever name you designated. In my name is Stephen Hu, okay? And so once people go into my website, they can see that it is my website. So the shopping consultant is me. I don't know about why this slide is in Chinese. I suppose to make the one in English. I believe the next one is in English, okay? And so once you designate your own website, and all you have to do is that tell people about your site. So once they come in, and they would come into your site, and whatever they buy at exclusive product or partner store product, that counts your credit. Okay, if they buy our exclusive product, you got a retail profit, and the retail profit is anywhere from 28% to 33% retail profit. And if they buy partner store products, as long as you are the referring UFO, so they open the account from you, they go to your website, and whatever they buy, they got a 2 to 25% cash back. You got a 0.5% cash back. So you got a little referral fee. And so in that case, it's definitely worth it to sign up as many as the preferred customer as you can, because when they buy, you got paid. Okay, so let's take a look at it. How do we register a new preferred customer? As you can see, the page is in English right now. So when you send people a site, your own site, if it's in English, you want to send them the English site, it will be hkenglish.shop.com/your name. If it's Chinese, it will be simply hk.shop.com. Okay, and yesterday I forgot about it, and I have to try many times to get in. So if you want to register your new preferred customer, PC basically is preferred customer, the first thing you want to do is that to click right here to sign in. And once you sign in, this drop-down menu comes up. And all you have to do is that to click this guy called register a new account. So you click in. Once you click in, and you will see there is a form here that they have to fill out. Any of the information with this asterisk, you would have to punch in the information. For example, the first name, last name, email address, password. You can set up the password for them. They can set up the password for themselves. Or once you set up a password for them, and if they want to change it, they can anytime to come in and change their password. Okay, and then as far as address information, only the required information is the address and the district. And the detailed information, if you have it, type it in. If you don't, just omit it. Once they type in their address, they already earned the cash back. And if they want to get the cash back, they have to go in there to complete their address information. Okay, and very important. Well, also the phone number is required, but the very important thing is that the referring UFO. So you are the one who's referring them. So when you set up their email, their account, just make sure that your email address is right here. That's very important, because if not, if these leave empty, and they might shop.com would assign them to another UFO. So your friend would sign up not under your account. That's not what you want. So just make sure that your email address is right there. Okay. Once they sign up, and you will see that their name shows up. And let's see. Okay. And once they sign up, and then they go into it and check your cashback account. So you click sign in, you sign in, and then once they punch in their email address and their password, they're indicating who is your shopping consultant and who are you. Okay, I believe your name is somewhere here. Okay, and then it shows up how much cashback you have. If it's for a new preferred customer, they haven't earned anything, and they're just indicating it's 0. And the reason that there is very little here, because Hong Kong is not my home country. And even so, I still got a couple customers in my account. So I earned 6 Hong Kong dollars, okay? And so once you go in and you click on my account, and you click on my account, and then it will indicating that this is your account, and there's many stuff that you can check on your account, but that is what we want to check because we want to check our cashback account. So you click on cashback activity, and you will see all this information and the past purchases, and then how much you make the purchase and how much cashback you have, and if those cashback are available in your account. And once these particular cashback accumulate to 80 Hong Kong dollars or above, that you can request to transfer those money into your bank account. And so once it's accumulated, and I believe it's somewhere, and you can claim or redeem, there is another menu that you can redeem the cashback if it's over $80. And then once you click on redeem, it will ask you your bank information, and once you punch in, and they will transfer it into your bank account. Okay, and so that's how you check your cashback. So let's take a look at the next menu we want to check, which is right here, the shopping menu. So once you click on this area, and then your drop-down menu is your shopping, and it will categorize what you can shop for, our brand or product, exclusive product, health and nutritional, and so on and so forth. Okay, so that's how you guide your customer to go shopping. Of course, for yourself, you would not buy any exclusive product on the front office on shop.com because that costs you the retail price. So you always buy your own exclusive product in the back office. But on the front office, you still buy partner store products. So you should have your own preferred customer account. And then every time you want to buy something from our partner store, for example, hotels.com, agoda.com, and so on and so forth. And so what you do is that, again, you come in here, sign in, put in your email address, your password, you come into your preferred customer account and come here and look for whatever you want to buy. Okay, and so so if you want to buy the stuff from partner store, so what you can do is that you come in here and click on partner store. They'll list it all the feature partner stores. So those are the feature partner stores, the new stores and the big stores, for example, Park and Shop and all other, a bunch of them, right? And so when you scroll down to this menu, you can also find out the way you can look for partner stores are in different ways. Number one, if you know exactly the name of the partner store you're looking for, all you have to do is that come in here and find a store. You just punch in the name and then search, and then it'll give you the name of that particular partner store. Or if you don't know the name, but you know kind of like it sounds like Park and Shop, so you come in here and look at P, and then it will list it. It's all alphabetically and listed all the partner stores. Okay, or you can come into here and find out from, are they partner store online or are they walk-in stores? So you can click on that. For example, sometimes you don't know particular store and you have no store in mind. All you have to do is that to come in to shop or maybe to browse around. So all you have to do is that to come in here, click on partner store or walk-in store, and just simply to see what they have available there. Okay, and lastly, you can look at the partner store in different categories like food, shopping, traveling, education, and things like that, like baby, auto, and so on and so forth. So there's many ways that you can look for a partner store. And also on the list of partner store here, and it also indicating each partner store what they offer. They offer up to 2% cashback, 5%, some of them 10%. So you pick and choose whichever partner store offers you the most cash back. And also, once you come here, you can also post these particular partner store on Facebook, Twitter, or email. Let's say if I somehow bump into a partner store I like, or some partner store I think that my friend can benefit. For example, I know a friend who just got a baby, and then so happen I come across a shop that sells baby stuff. I wouldn't want to promote this particular shop to him or her. So what I do is that I click on this email and I just attach this partner store information onto the email so they can come in to take a look at it anytime. And then maybe they can also go into your shop.com site to register a customer and shop from there. Okay, so that's a very handy function there. Okay, so hopefully that we all start to trying to share with people about these partner stores. Okay, and also a way of knowing if this particular partner store, they are online shop or they're walk-in. So once you click in this particular store, and then it will say shop now, that means it will directly take you to their site, and that is an online shop. And so once you go to their site, whatever you make the purchase, and shop.com will know that because they have a tracking system, knows that if you complete the sales and how much money you spend there. And so at the end of the month, they would have to pay the commission to shop.com, and shop.com would pay the customer and pay you referral fee. Okay, and then if those are walk-in store, it also says on the partner store, if those walk-in, you have no way of clicking in because they are not online shop. So all you have to do is that you go in and find out the detail. You can go into store detail and condition, and you get to know these stores. Once you go there and complete the transaction, you give them your preferred customer ID. Every single person who joined the business, you should have a PC ID, which now is in digital format. Okay, and if you haven't get it, let me back up right here. Okay, if you haven't get one, and the PC ID is somewhere. Okay, and so what you do is that you click on here, you register, you go in. Somewhere in here, there is your PC ID in a digital format. So what you do is that you do a screenshot, and then you would have, oh, right here, my privilege e-card. It's right here. So what you do is that you click on here, and it will show up a e-card with your name and with the PC ID. So you do a snapshot, and you save it onto your cell phone. So every time you go to a walk-in partner store, that after the when you pay the bill, you just show them this card, and then they would write down your credits, and then sometime later they would credit that account into right here. Right here, you will see it. It's here, so you know that particular transaction it's been registered. However, I still strongly suggest you every time you go to a partner store, keep the receipt and have some kind of record to write it down when, where you spend how much dollar. Keep the receipt, because right now all the partner store they're in an honor system. When you spend money, shop.com doesn't know it until they reported it to shop.com. So sometimes when they do these record, they might have human error there. So that's why you should keep a record of your spending, and you're just in case within a month or after a month they don't show up on your record, you would have to ask them, or ask shop.com to somehow chase that particular record. Okay, so that's our responsibility at the moment. However, they are developing a system that they can use that app to scan your QR code immediately, so that the record would be into shop.com immediately. Okay. Okay, now we learn how to send out a link to invite people. Okay, once you go into your shop.com, even though you register, you type in your shop hk.shop.com or hken.shop.com/ your name. Once you type in, although it does say the shopping consultant is you, but on the web address, it goes into the default address, which is the corporate website. So never send out this address to your friend, and because this address, it doesn't attach your extension. So when your friends click on this link to register, and that particular registration might go to other UFO, other distributors, you don't want to do that. So what you do is that on your main page, after you log in, you go to the bottom right-hand side, and you will see here link to this page. Once your cursor or mouse come into here, they would pop up this pop-up menu with your name, your site. For example, mine is hken.shop.com/Stephen Hu. That's exactly what you want your friends to come to. So all you have to do is that highlight here and Control-C, or just cut and paste, and then you can copy this link and then paste it onto the message that you want your friends to come into your link. So just keep in mind, never use the URL on the top, and always the link on the right-hand side lower portion to you see this link, this page. Very important, because you don't want to do something that doesn't have the result to you. Okay, now we talk about a little bit about front page. By the way, what we mentioned about the functionality of the front page, it's only a fraction of them. There's a lot of function, there's a lot of area that you should go into, because we are limited in time here. So whenever you have time, go into your front office and click on everything. And just make sure that you know that when people ask about some things, you know exactly where to look for it. Okay, so it's your job to bounce around and get familiar with it. And so just like you have a retail shop, you know exactly whatever customer asks product, that where they are. And so that's how you make the sales. And so we do the same thing. Okay, now we take a look at our back office, and the back office basically for us to manage our business. Okay, so once you go into hk.shop.com, hk.unfranchise.com, you will land it on this page. Okay, so in the previous time, if you have the English version, it should pop up in English. But if it's in Chinese, all you have to do is that click on here and would change to English. Okay, once you got into this page, all you have to do is to input your 7-digit number when you sign up on the sign up email. It will tell you what they call Rep ID, REP, representative ID, which is a 7-digit. And if you are too lazy to memorize that number, it's very much okay. And all you have to do is that using your registered email and to type it in, and then once you sign up, and they should give you a temporary password, and we always suggest our team members to change the password into 0123456789, because we have the whole organization with the same password, just in case something happened that we as senior partner we need to go into your account to help you to complete some kind of forms, and we've been able to do that. Until you have an organization, until you complete the first cycle and make the 11,005 commission, and then you change to your own password. So in that case, you know how to manage your account. Okay, so most people are under this particular password. Okay, so once you go in, and that is the main menu. Okay, and you can also all the time switch to Chinese, English. I believe somewhere they have a language setting here. Okay, so once you go in, and then that's the main page. We'll just look at one category, one tab by one tab. And the first one, of course, we use the most is the order products. So once you come into here, order, and then there are some submenu here, and then you click on order product. And once you come to this page, and there are many ways that you can select the product that you want. First thing is that if you don't know the code number here, and if you know the name, you can type in the name. Okay, I believe in English version, you just type in the English name. In Chinese, you can type in the Chinese name. Once you type in, you can click on search, or you can find a proper department. For example, if you type in OPC3, you can come in here and click on health nutrition. But even though if you don't, you click on search, it will still pop up. And of course, if you know the code number, over time you will know some of the product you use the most, or you always buy those products, and you know the code. For example, OPC3, it's HK13000. So you just type in HK13000, and then you type in the quantity and add product. It will add it onto the shopping cart here. And now, of course, the third way to do is that to browse around these top product, and it's not all product shows up on this top product. It's only the top selling product. So happen if that's what you want, it's easy. All you have to do is click here, click type in the quantity, and boom, you'll just add it to the shopping cart. Okay. So once you put the product into shopping cart, and once you're done, you click on here, and then it'll pop up with your shopping cart menu. And then if examine if that's all you want, and then you click on checkout. Okay. Once you check out, it'll ask you the shipping information. Just make sure that if the address is what you want to ship, or some people prefer to pick up at the location, you can click on here, pick up Tsim Sha Tsui as your pickup location. You click continue. Okay. Once you click on continue, this is an important step, which is that you assign your BV or IBV. Okay. So every exclusive product you buy, you should have a BV or IBV attached to that product. Okay. And so once you grab those products into your shopping cart, and then it will show you the total amount of BV or IBV. And so this particular page, it is the page that you assign where you want to put this BV or IBV. Just to emphasize it, never, 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 never put your BV or IBV on 001. Never. With a very, very seldom exception. Normally, you don't put on 001. When do you put your BV in 001? It is on your auto ship. We all understand that we have a commitment of buying something on a monthly basis. That's called auto ship, right? Let's say a auto ship came out. Just so happen your bank blocked the transaction, and the auto ship was not successful, or your credit card was expired. They send you a notice that you did not aware of that. So by the time the auto ship comes out and the expiration date is passed, so they can't swipe your credit card, right? In those two situations, and the auto ship does not go through, but yet you have to meet that month requirement, right? So the minute you're aware that your auto ship did not come out, and I would say they should send you a link or an email indicating that your auto ship did not come out. And so what you need to do is that you come in here and buy a UFMS, buy 50 BV and 10 IBV. For some other people, they could be 100 BV or 150 BV, just whatever you're supposed to be put on your auto ship, and you just create a manual order. Don't forget to include a UFMS. It's called HK UFMS. It's the $150 item. So put everything in there and then assign that BV and IBV on 001. Because if that is not done properly and not done it timely, all your BV on your existing account would be vanished, would be set 0. That means all the past effort you do, it's gone. Well, it's just pretend that you don't pay your rent, and then 15 days later they serve you notice, you still don't pay. They might just come in and lock your door. It's the same concept. So as a UFO, and we have our own responsibility. Of course, the senior partner, we oversees the situation, but it is still your responsibility to keep a few things that which is your responsibility to do. Okay, so unless in that particular situation you put the BV on 001, otherwise never put it on 001. So let's say if your customer orders something and then you go in and place a extra order other than your auto ship. So all you have to do, if you wanted to put your BV on your account, all you have to do is that you retype this ID number onto this particular box, and here you type in 002 or 003 and said, for example, 002, for example, 003, right? So you put on here and put in your current order, how many BV onto here that you complete the transaction. Okay. Let's say in some incidents that we already have our personally sponsored downline. So what we want to do is that we'll want to give it to them. So what you can do is that as long as they met the requirement, they buy the UFMS, they have auto ship, and the auto ship come out every single month. And then that what you can do is that you type in their ID and knowing to put on their 002 or 003 and then amount of BVs. Every single quarter, every single order, whatever total amount of BV you have, you can put into 2 BDCs, what we call these 2 accounts. You can put on 2 BDCs at the single purchase. So you can put, for example, I can put my 002, 20 BV. I can put my 003, the rest of the BV is 23.5. Only 2 accounts, not 3, and you can put it on 1. So that's just want to know that, okay? And so I suggest if you are newcomer and if you are new, you haven't placed an order by yourself. Now you have an order you want to place. Try not to do it yourself. Try to have your senior partner meet with them to go through the process hands-on, step by step for the first time. And once you understand how the ordering process is done, especially on BV placement, and if you're confused or you don't understand, ask the questions. Why, how? So make sure that you fully understand, and then the next time you can do it yourself. Because otherwise, we don't want you to create sales volume, but place wrongly, so you don't benefit yourself. Okay, so once you input the BV placement, and then you come to the last page, which is to choose the payment method. Okay, first thing is that in Hong Kong, once you place an order, it's $600 under. We're talking about distributor cost, the UFO cost. Once it's $600 cost, they would charge you a $20 handling fee. even though you pick up at the location, at the shop.com office, they still charge you a handling fee. And so try to order something to over $600 on single orders. Okay, and then that will be, this fee will be waived. Okay, and then once you go to this page, you click on here and choose your credit card information. Because the online banking or the banking system, that they want to prevent some fraudulent transactions. So the bank, from time to time, they purposely block some kind of transaction to just make sure that they block it, and then you will have to call in, they verify if that particular transaction you are making that attempt, and then they would release it. So it's very possible that once you wanted to place an order, but your credit card did not go through. It's not the problem of your credit card. It's not the matter of you max out your credit card. It is the banking system. That's how they run it, okay? So in this case, on your particular profile, you can input up to 4 credit cards onto the account. It's simply the reason being that is that just in case one credit card doesn't go through, and you must have to make this transaction go through, so you can come in here and choose a different credit card to go through it. And so if you do have multiple credit cards, it is a good idea at least to put 2 credit cards just in case you need it the most, and then your credit card did not go through, and then it's a hassle to call the bank and so on and so forth, okay? And so once you pick the credit card and you pick the last, the 3 digits on the back of the credit card, that's called CVV number, and to put in, so in the way that your account is totally safe with your CME partner code into your account, because without your CVV number, nobody can charge anything. And so in the way, your account is secure. It's every single quarter you have to punch in the CVV number, okay? And so once you do that, and you can submit your order, and the order is complete. And so there's just a few things that you have to aware that trying to order a single item over, a single order over $600 and have multiple credit cards in your bank account or in your shop.com account, okay? Let's take a look at this. The other function of ordering is the order tracking, okay? So once you order the tracking, all the past transactions are showing up here, and the first order number, once you click on it, and you would go into the detail page of that particular transaction, the item, the BB, and so on, the assigned BB where it is, and quickly move to auto ship. For most of us, we might go into the auto ship to change the items on a monthly basis, and it's absolutely okay. So what you do is that you click on unfranchised auto ship and just make sure that when is the due day, when is the day that they ship the product. Always change item with 4 or 5 days before this date. Let's say if today is August 21st, which is 1 day before the item goes out. Even though you changed it, it would not be in effect until next month. Simply, it's too late because there's a lot of orders that they might start processing a few days earlier. So always change it 4 to 5 days. So let's say this day is always on Tuesday, and it's safer to change on the Thursday before. If you do it on Friday, sometimes it does catch, and sometimes it doesn't catch. So keep it 5 days before this day is safer. Okay, so before 5 days of this day, you come in here, you change whatever item, but keep it in mind. Don't delete the first item, because it's very easily, if you come in here, I want to take out all the product, I want to have my own product, and you come in here, click, and update. All the item is gone, and you put back in the new item you want. You forgot about the UFMS. So once by this day, these order go out without a UFMS, at the end of the month on your Q day, the system sees that you don't have a UFMS, and it will flush all the BV and IBV on your account, existing account. You don't want to do that. So you come in here, just always keep the first item here, and if you want to change your items or your products, come in here and make changes, but don't touch on the first one. So after you change all the item, all you have to do is to submit the order, or once it tells you successful, submit successful, you're okay. Or if you want to, you come back in to auto ship and just make sure that the new items are already registered onto your auto ship. Okay, the next thing is that on our menu right here, I believe it says my account here. We'll just go in to see my account. So once you go to my account, there are a lot of information here, and we don't have time to go into every one of them. So we have just a menu here to kind of show you a little bit about, for example, if you want to change or add your credit card information, you click on here, and the menu opens up. You just type in the new credit card in there, or you just change it, the new credit card information. If you want to change password, it's right here. And if you want to change your profile information, for example, I change password, I change my address, I change my phone number, and all this information can be changed anytime that you come in here and change it, okay? And then other stuff here, the website admin is that on our front office, hk.shop/Stephen Hu. Whatever admin you want to change, I want to show up, have my name show up, and I can have my name and phone number show up onto my website. You come in here to change it around. Every quarter, we have to complete a call Form 1000, and we have to come in here to do a Form 1000. We don't have time to go into detail and talk about Form 1000, but it would be here under my account. And so before you create a Form 1000, what you have to do is that you create 2 customers and manually create 2 receipts over 1,500 Hong Kong dollars in a quarter, and you come in here and complete a Form 1000. Okay, and then we'll do another training on some important forms requirement that at the end of this session, this training. And then shopping annuity, we'll talk about a little bit later on this session today. So and so forth. I would suggest you to come into this menu and click on every one of them to at least know what they are, and when I needed to use, I know where they are hiding under. Okay. And next is my customer. We just mentioned about we will have to create some customer. Once we create the customer, we click on manage customer. It will show up. It will see that, oh, they are my customer. So if people go into your front office to create this account, it will automatically come into here that you can see their name. If you want to create a customer on your back office and then you pass them the information, you can do that too. So all you have to do is that you can create a customer and input their basic information. So once it's created, it will tell you that they are preferred customer ID, and then you can choose a password. You can pass to them, and then they go to your front office and they can go to their own profile and change their password. And that is the sales receipt entry, which is that every quarter you can create 2 customers. Within this quarter, you sell something to somebody, you create a receipt, and then go back to the Form 1000 to complete it, okay? But if customer go into your front office to make a purchase, especially on our exclusive product, it will show up on here automatically. So you don't have to create a receipt. The receipt goes into your account automatically, and you can see it. Okay, you can see it on here and also on the order tracking. Okay, moving on to the next one, my organization. And this particular tab we use the most because that's what we check our BV, okay? And so there are many sub-menu here. Of course, when we sign up people, we will click on sign up wizard. And that's where we go in to complete the sign up process. And in terms of the report, that's where we pay our $150 a month. And that's where that we do our management here. So when you click on management, it will come in with these 18 reports. Okay, all 18 reports, they have their own function, but today we'll just keep on these BV. So we want to find out on our account how much BV, how many BV we have. So we click on this little guy called sales volume and detailed sales volume. And then you'll come to this page, and with your ID number, your 001, you want to check BV, and which account, which is for you guys, it would be Asia Pacific, from what day to what day. It'll automatically select your current cycle. If your current cycle, and now it's in 3 months, it will show 3 months. If it's in 6 months, it will show 6 months. So you click on Get Report, and you come to a detailed report, and shows you within this period of time who have generated how much BV in what day, and so on and so forth. Okay, so it shows up. So if you want to find out within this particular period of time, what is the summary of your account? So you click on summary, it just shows you on every single week how many BV goes into your account. Okay, and each line is 1 week. So as you can see, from Saturday to Friday, from Saturday to Friday, from Saturday to Friday. But for a lot of you are so new, particular week you don't have any BV come in, it will just skip that week. Only if you have BV comes in from you and from your downlines that it shows up. So if that particular week or few weeks that you don't have any BV come in, they will just omit those. So all the line, it would be on that particular week. And you would probably understand that a little bit more as your organization grows, okay? And lastly, we have 2 more tabs to go through, and one is the download. You definitely want to come in here to check on download, support material, and come in here, there's a lot of category. And if you go into health and nutrition, all the product, most of the product, they are flyers are right here. And they are very nicely designed, and you can send those to your customer. It's a very much effort that they put into for us to leverage. So you definitely want to come in to get to know about it, and then how to use it. And lastly is the help tab. So what you do is that you click on GMTSS, and here has a tab of it has a link of meeting search. So you click on meeting search, and it will allow you to choose a few things. And number 1, how soon do you want to see? Default is 3 months, and you can shorten it by 1 month or 2 months if you want to. The location in Hong Kong is only 1 location, and what type, you can either select all or unselect them and select your own. For example, I only want to see the UBP. So you can come in here, you select UBP and click on search meeting, and then it will pops up all these information. And all the information, it tells you basically the day, the time, or the time is right here, and who are the speaker who hosts the event. And if you want to get into the detail of that particular event, you click on the link on each single trainings, and then that will open up a page to give you the detailed information. So that pretty much concludes the front and back office browsing. And I would encourage you, whenever, especially you're riding bus, and in Hong Kong, we spend a lot of time riding buses and subways, that you can come into these two sites, your front and your back, to browse around and get familiar with your own website, okay? And the more you get to know it, and when you operate it, and it make it a much smooth process. Okay, we'll talk about shopping annuity. For some new people, you might not heard of shopping annuity. Basically, take a look at annuity. Annuity basically is a retirement program. For example, every month you just chip in some money into this account. For example, 1,000 Hong Kong, 2,000 Hong Kong, you put in this account, and you accumulate it for 20, 30 years, and you got a chunk of money there. And at the end of that time, for example, you are 55, 60, 65 years old, you are able to take out certain amount of money from this account until you pass away. So it is a saving program. But in general, this saving program, you have to put your money into it. But shopping annuity, we don't have to put money into it. We just so have to put our purchasing power into it. So since we are consumer, we consume product all the time. Now all we have to do is that we consume this product through the shop.com network. So we basically convert our spending money, our shopping, into making money by develop a two sales organization. If everybody does that, and everybody's purchasing would be putting in to this annuity, so some days later that you got a consistent income coming in, that's what a shopping annuity is. And so basically, there's 4 things we need to do in this particular, to participate in this shopping annuity, because shop.com has a amazing tracking system to track our spending and our partner spending, even our partners' customers spending. And so it's because of that. So what we do is that we create BV and IVV with our exclusive brand of product. So from now on, whatever shop.com offers their exclusive product, you just don't buy it from outside, because outside they have never committed to give you annuity, but shop.com does. So shampoo, conditioner, dishwashing liquid, household products that you just refuse buying from out there, and you buy from shop.com. At the first sight, you might look at it, shop.com products are more expensive than outside if you compare just the price alone. But once you try it and you find out the quality of the product, the condense of the product, or the concentration of the product, and the usage of the product, and actually it's cheaper than outside. So let's say if dishwashing liquid, you can use 1 bottle of ours over 4, 5 bottles of the product outside. So in that case, it's actually you're saving money, not to mention they're better products. And so what you need to do is that you convert your spending habit. You just don't buy anything that Market America has its own exclusive brand. Number 2, create IBV by shopping at the partner store. For example, when you want to buy airline ticket, you used to buy from travel agency, and now you buy it from our own, for example, Suji, Agoda, Hotels.com. Although sometimes you might encounter it might be a little bit more expensive, but when you buy from shop.com, you are contributing to your shopping annuity. But when you buy from outside a travel agency, they don't promise to pay you later. So all you have to do is that changing that mindset by shopping around, find the most inexpensive place to buy. And now we check shop.com first. If you check shop.com and they don't have it, and then you can only find it from outside, then you buy outside. It's okay. But if shop.com offers it, don't try to jump into the outside vendors to buy it. Okay. Number 3, try to develop this mindset and duplicate it into your team. For example, Johanna already achieved shopping annuity. So how you share your whatever experience, how you do it to Pinky and Lucy, and teach them how to do it. You might not do it in 1 quarter and meet the requirement. You might do it like maybe a quarter requirement. Maybe the next time you meet the requirement in half. Maybe the 3rd time you are done, because it is a habit that you're forming it. The habit of you want to achieve the goal no matter what. Okay. So what you do is that you set your goal first, and then you'll just do whatever you have to meet the goal. Okay. Number 4 is that create BV and IBV with the customer. We understand that there is some requirement, a pretty big amount as well, and we'll talk about the amount, the requirement on the next slide. However, we don't want to be only spent by ourselves. We have friends travel all the time. We have friends buy airline ticket, hotel, and we have friends buy park and shop, and we have friends buying clothing. We have friends going out to different restaurants. All we have to do is tell people that there is a much better shopping site, shop.com, to generate cashback, and we generate IBV, BV. Okay, so we have to do some work, but you know that those work are worthwhile doing. And we also have to set a goal on develop 10 customers, and each customer buying something, and then over time you would get the volume coming in. And also, once we develop an organization, we also teach them to do exactly what we have done. And so everybody go out and make it happen, develop their customer, changing their buying habit, and then you will see the flow of these BV and IBV to a point that you can't imagine that it just comes up passively. That's what we want to make this passive income. Okay, and that's where the shopping annuity, if you go to your back office and you check on the shopping annuity, and it will tell you if you meet it. Okay, actually this one is my US shopping annuity, but in Hong Kong it's 23,000 Hong Kong dollars in a quarter, and then when you chop down into per month, it's about 7,000, and 7,000 probably half of it you can use it yourself, and half of it is from your customers. And on BV, it's 1,500 BV and IBV combined. And so you talk to people, sell some product, you use some product, and then you'll meet those requirements sooner or later. Okay, so what is the requirement in shopping annuity? And number 1, you have to complete the shopping annuity assessment. You go to your back office, you go to My Account, and then within this submenu, there is a link called Shopping Annuity. You click on that, it's just a survey that you input your income, your stuff. I mean, those only yourself can see, so you don't have to worry about other people knowing your private information. You just type in all the information and you'll get this assessment done. And number 2 is that purchase 23,000 through shop.com partner stores, and being half of it can be achieved by your customer, and also 23,000 by you is okay too, but not 23,000 all by customer, because they want you to convert your spending as well. Purchase 1,500 BV and IBV within the quarter on our exclusive products. So again, here it doesn't really have how much portion from your customer, as long as from your account, it's okay. And so that's the shopping annuity, that if you want to make this passive income, you definitely, over time, you have to go into it and try to do it until you make it happen. And then from then on, you teach your customer, teach your downline to do that, and then over time you'll see this passive income coming in. Okay, that pretty much concludes my presentation on the second training, and then I'll stop the recording and I'll open the floor for Q&A.